I want to offer you an investment opportunity. And I promise that regardless of the state of our national or global economy, you will receive an extremely favorable return on this investment. Are you ready for the pitch? Now, to be clear, this is not a financial investment. Rather, this is an investment of goodwill, and it will ultimately strengthen your relationships for the long run. I'll explain. But first, I'm Milen, a certified conflict mediator and co-founder of Good Conflict. We help leaders just like you rethink and navigate conflict through our courses, free resources, and training. Thanks to decades of research from the Gottman Institute, we know that there is this connection that exists between healthy relationships, we're talking those that can weather any conflict, and the number of positive interactions that people have with one another. So, about that investment opportunity. In just a moment, we will be talking about how you can start making those deposits. And we're talking deposits that will reap healthy relationships all around. And in this case, a relationship can be romantic, platonic, professional, familial, and more. This video, pulled directly from our Good Conflict Masterclass, will break down exactly how you can start investing. Let's just say investing some goodwill with the people around you. This way, when conflict arises, because we know that it definitely will, you've got some capital, so to speak, in the bank to draw from. So let's dive in.
One of the proven ways to create a good conflict culture in a marriage, a workplace, or neighborhood is through something called the magic ratio. Sounds intriguing, right? This comes from the Love Lab. Yes, there is a real-life place called the Love Lab where psychologists John and Julie Gottman have studied thousands of married couples. And they found that the most resilient relationships had a 5-to-1 ratio of positive interactions to negative. That means for every negative exchange, you need 5 positive ones to keep the relationship in a good place. In other words, couples who ask each other about their days and listen to the answer, or who make each other coffee or tea, or say I love you before they leave, who laugh together. When those couples get in an argument, which they definitely do, the conflict is less likely to degrade the relationship. They emerge stronger from the fight because, in part, they have this savings account of goodwill. That goodwill helps cushion the impact of inevitable conflict. It creates a sort of buffer that keeps negative experiences from overwhelming the relationship, so they don't immediately assume the worst of each other. The good news is that the magic ratio isn't just for romantic partners. It's also been shown to be useful in all types of relationships, including colleagues, friends, family, even strangers. People who do crisis interruption to prevent violence create a positive ratio like this in seconds with people they've never met. Here are 4 easy ways to boost the magic ratio in your relationships before, during, and after conflict, so you'll have that money in the bank when you need it. 1, show genuine interest and appreciation. Seize every opportunity to acknowledge the other person's actual contributions. Don't let their efforts go unnoticed. It's so easy to forget this one, right? To take each other for granted. If your neighbor drives you crazy with his mediocre piano playing, make sure you also tell him how much you admire his tidy yard. It's not about empty praise. It's about humanity, about seeing the whole picture, the piano and the grass, not just one. In real-time conflict, this might mean showing genuine curiosity, asking the person a question, something like, how did you come to feel this way? Or, what do you wish that I understood about you? It's probably the fastest way to boost your magic ratio. 2, fess up when you're wrong. We all mess up and make mistakes. It's part of being human. When that happens, you need to own it and apologize sincerely. And oh, please, do not do that thing where you say, I'm sorry if I upset you. Please, if you're going to apologize, really apologize. 3, loop. You knew this was coming. Looping is a fantastic way to put money in the bank and invest in your magic ratio. This is how we can make people feel seen and valued, even as we disagree. And don't forget to check in, right? To see if you got it right. That's the easiest part of the looping process to forget, but it really matters. 4, humor. A little levity can transform a conflict. There's hard science behind this. Laughter gives us a little shot of oxytocin and lowers our stress hormones. Even the expectation of laughter can lower our adrenaline by 70%. That's amazing. Why wouldn't we use that tool every chance we get? Now, we know what you're thinking. It's kind of hard to be funny on demand, but you don't actually have to be funny yourself. It's way easier than that. Just notice absurdity in the world. Laugh at yourself. If the other person makes a joke, smile. It's okay. It's more than okay. It's powerful. The mere act of signaling that your sense of humor has a heartbeat is enough to make a big difference, as I learned in the excellent book, Humor Seriously, which I highly recommend, by the way, if you want to know more or just have a good laugh. The bottom line is this: our conflicts are more likely to be useful if we have money in the bank, so to speak, a buffer to absorb conflict. So remember, being intentional about boosting the magic ratio is a sure way to help us stay in good conflict.
No one's keeping score but your body, your brain, and your relationships. They notice when the balance is off. Here's the invitation. Start looking for the small deposits. A thank you, a check-in, a pause to really listen. These tiny moments, they actually build something really big. Because when a storm hits, and it always does, you'll want something solid to stand on. Now, if you like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you want more content, more tools just like this from our masterclass and beyond, then subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss what's next. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next video very soon.